Hey, what's going on, guys? TF Fox here, back with another banger video. And in today's video, guys, oh, you are right, it is a banger. Today we are on top drives. I know what you're thinking. Top drives? Yes, top drives. There's a lot I want to talk about with this game. Mainly, the reason I'm doing this video, a lot of you may have seen this game, of course, in my, streams or videos, just doing like quick pack openings. We're not going to be doing any pack openings today. That's later tonight, the packs come through. But essentially, I figured, a lot of you might be confused on what top drives even is. I'm not really sure how big, I'm a huge part of the fan base, right? The Reddit, the YouTube, whatever. But I still don't really have an exact scale of how big the fan base really is. And so because of that, I don't know how popular this game is. I don't know if you guys really know it. But in case you don't, I thought I'd give my thoughts. So this is a video on top drives. It's going to be my review on the game, why I think it's one of the most underrated racing games out there. My personal experience with the game, my garage review, and pretty much just showcasing everything. So it fits into general gameplay, showcases, playlist, as well as game reviews playlist, and I'll see which other ones might even fit in pack openings playlist. We'll see. But yeah, as always, we've also got the new UI update, which literally just released last night. But I've been playing on the same UI since, years ago. So that's all new. And we've got new cars and different updates, so that's completely new. But again, check my previous vids and streams and screenshots for more of what the game looked like before. Who knows, they might even change it back, I don't really know. But I don't mind this new UI, I think it's not too bad. But yeah, so this video will be from the perspective of an OG. Now, I have been playing this game for, and as weird as it is to say, almost 10 years now. Almost 10 years and completely free to play, which is important, and we're going to discuss that later. And so yeah, I guess just getting started, how did I get into the game? I don't actually know. I mean, like I said, it was almost 10 years ago. I can barely remember. I probably maybe saw an ad for it somewhere, or maybe saw a YouTube video on it, and I thought, this looks interesting, and I downloaded it and just went from there, and I've been playing it every single day since. Oh, actually, I think I may have missed a few days, but if we look at the daily rewards, which I believe is in here, it's a new UI, so it's a bit different. Here we go, daily rewards. I'm currently up to 2,453, so quite a lot of years, to say the least, and enjoying every single day of it. I genuinely love this game. Obviously, I've had periods where I haven't played the game as much, because, I can't be fully into it every single day for 10 years. Or nearly 10 years, but I like any game, I have my spurts on it, and I love it. And of course, the main thing I want to point out to you guys, this is a phone game. This isn't a PC game. I'm currently running BlueStacks, which is an emulator, an Android, a phone emulator. So obviously the main place I play it on is my phone. But this is a phone game, which is also why all progress and journeying and all trophy cars and trophies and just all my car collection is unstated, but evolving eternally over time, of course. But yeah, so why did I get into a phone game? I mean, I'm a full-time PC gamer. You guys know I play tons of games, literally infinite amounts of games. So why a phone game? Well, to be honest, guys, I don't know. There's just something about this game that I feel is incredible, and I want to share it with you guys. And a lot of people actually hate this game, and we're going to cover that as well. But just a brief introduction, for those of you who don't know, Top Drives is a card car racing game. So essentially you collect and upgrade different car cards, which have different stats, and you battle them against each other in different races on different tracks and whatnot, in different events, and you win cool cars. And it's basically just a builder, right? You're building up your collection just like any other card game. But it's with cars, which is very interesting. It's a concept that I'd never really seen beforehand, and as someone that really loves cars, this concept really appealed to me, and I'm sure it will to you too. The main complaints people have with this game, of course, is that you cannot actually drive the cars, which you don't. You put them on a track and you battle against each other. But I think this argument is stupid, because what would, if you could race all of these cars yourself, none of the stats would even matter. You know what I mean? I don't understand, but look, if I wanted to play a racing game, I could play Forza, or if I wanted a racing game on phone, I'd play CSR. But this is not what Top Drives is about, and I think that's what I like about it. It's unique, it's different. You know, racing games are just that, they're racing, which is another point I want to talk about. Like, you know, CSR, Forza, and Forza to an extent has some regular cars, but racing games are just racing games. But Top Drives has so much more, and that's one of the main points I wanted to talk about in my review of this game. Believe it or not, guys, the crazy fact about Top Drives, it has the most cars out of any racing game ever, I believe. I don't think there's a single racing game or car game out there that beats Top Drives. So Top Drives currently, I believe, has, actually, we'll just check, 4,939, nearly 5,000 cars, which with more coming every few months in updates, which is everything from, as we're seeing on the top tier rarities here, crazy motorsport cars, crazy rally cars, all the way to, at the very bottom, very old, crappy cars that can't do anything, and everything in between, literally everything in between. From tons of different manufacturers here. I'll just quickly swipe through them all. And that's what I love about Top Drives. It has a lot of variety, much more than any other racing game I've ever seen. And yes, you can't drive the cars, but I mean, what would it be like if, you know, you could battle yourself in Hearthstone or Gwent if you actually took control and you were battling? It doesn't work like that. It's a card battling game for a reason. And personally, I love it. I love it. So yeah, you've got everything from shit boxes to the fastest in the world in every brand as well. Like Porsche, for example. You know, you've got some really crazy motorsport cars, and you swipe along and you can see I've got quite a few of them, not all of them, it'd be hard, all the way to, you know, the very oldest ones. So you've got everything, so much variety in this game, which is incredible. You know, from slick tires to off-road to performance, etc., four-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, huge trucks to tiny little circuit races, you know. And that's what I love about it. Like, if you're not particularly a racing fan, but just a general car fan, you'll love this game, because, you know, like, as I'm scrolling through here, there's just my garage, but you can see, like, there's quite a lot of just, like, regular cars that you even just, you know, see on the roads, and, like, multiple different variants of them as well. Like, for example, I can grab my car. I drive a 2007 Mazda 6 Luxury Sport, and looking at it here, going all the way down to the bottom rarity, we have, sometimes it's actually hard to find stuff. You can search thing, but here we go. This is my one. Still haven't gotten it yet. It's on my wish list. I've accidentally sold it so many times. That's my one. But then even in just that specific generation of Mazda 6, you've got the regular 2.3 liter engine. Then you've got, somewhere over here, you've got this one, the MPS concept. Then you have the actual Mazda 6 MPS. The Tenza. It's just so many different cars. I love it. So the variety is insane, and I think that's what initially made me fall in love with it, and why I think you guys will love it as well, especially if you're a general car fan, like I said. And yeah, it's incredibly underrated. You know, like, I think, again, a lot of people discount it because you can't actually drive the cars, and to be fair, I've looked at the ad on Google Play Store. The marketing isn't the best. It looks like some crappy phone game, but as someone that's been playing this for the last 10 years, and pretty much just exclusively this in terms of phone games, I can tell you this has quality. This has a full dedicated team behind it that care, and a great community, a great YouTube community, a great forum community. Everyone really cares about this game, and it's incredible to see. So yeah, I think it's really, really underrated, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to sort of spread the word on it, and share my experience. And again, there's a lot of things I'm going to forget here. Probably should have written a script for this video, but this isn't going to be my last video. Of course, I'm going to, you know, sort of share little tidbits over time, because there's a lot I have to talk about with this game. It's incredible. But yeah, so the essential thing is, the main point of the game, you collect the cars, you race them, you upgrade them. So you put money into upgrading. At the moment, I've got some tokens, which is, again, out of the scope of this video, but yeah, you upgrade them over time, and then you upgrade them to different kind of disciplines. So you can upgrade things to have max engine, max chassis, the 323 as they call it, which is just a general all-round upgrade. If you go 332, so max weight, max engine, that's for drag spec, or you can go 233 for twisty. Then, you know, with all these cars as well, you have all this interesting information on it. Traction control and ABS and ground clearance are extremely important, and that's not on the front of the card. Peak power, peak torque, also very important, and mid-range acceleration, which you can't actually see, and ownership, total races, win cost, etc. We're going to go over my garage more in a bit, but yeah, just wanted to show off generally what the cars look like. And some of them even have cool little fun tidbits on them, which is pretty cool. Like the GT90 has the GT40 successor that never was, which is pretty damn cool. But yeah, like I said, this is pretty much the only phone game that I've been playing for the last 10 years. There's been tons of others, but not for this long, if that makes sense. You know, though I still have played and do play many all unstated, all different ones. And even this game, it's all unstated, like I said. In fact, everything I show here is subject to change over time, all unstated. And it is all unstated since, you know, I always play on phone, so I can't upload screenshots to Steam unless I do like a pack opening, but I don't do them very often. But overall, lots more videos to come, since I really love this game so much. So yeah, let's just do a quick review so I can show you guys what it is before we get into the garage review here. And I show you guys some of the good cards to get if you are interested in playing the game. So this is an example of an event. You click up here, you can see all the different possible track sets. So I'm seeing there's a few drags here. There's a couple of high ground clearance here for city streets, which means I need some high ground clearance to get over speed bumps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock with this current lineup, which I've been using on my phone. It just hasn't saved here. So this current lineup's pretty good because we have this Falcon XR6 maxed out, which is medium ground clearance, same with this. So these two will be focused on city streets. You've got this drag beast here, and then you've got a couple good twisties, which can beat anything. So here's an example of an opponent that you verse in an event. And again, I've got so many tips and tricks that I definitely want to be sharing with you guys over time. One of them in races is, well, and this is probably the most important tip, and it's how to win races. You don't want to look at beating all of them, right? I mean, that would be ideal. It'd be nice. You'd get cool rewards. But in top drives, you want to go the 3 wins, 2 losses strategy. And you don't want to lose those 2 by too much. Otherwise, it'll overlap and you'll lose the whole thing. But essentially, it works on a point system. So you want to be winning 3 races and then losing 2. That'll give you the majority and you'll win. So in this case, for example, half-mile drag, this will probably lose, I'd say. This will win, this will win, this will win, and this will win. So we actually get 4 wins here, and you notice that I'm coming first in this event because my lineup is absolutely goated. In fact, I thought that might win, but it doesn't. So this is an example of a top drives race here. So we can see this one, hairpin road. So this is basically it. You just watch the cars racing. In fact, I actually thought this would win, but it is not going to win. Interesting. Actually, yeah, I didn't realize the thing was maxed out. So this is the perfect example of 3 wins, 2 losses. At least I think it's 3 wins. Oh, this should win. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can watch the cars race. You can listen to them. Oftentimes, you know, people like me will just skip, because it takes time to watch them all. And essentially, yeah, whichever car has the better stats for the right track is what wins. There we go. So there we go. So 150 to 100. So that's the perfect example of a 3 wins, 2 losses race. And yeah, I've been really loving this event, the Ford one, Fiesta of Fords. We'll verse another one. Here's another opponent. So what I'm going to do is put this on the hill climb. That's a tie. That's a win. It should be a win because I don't think that thing has as good mid-range acceleration as this. Then probably 2 losses, I'd say. Probably 2 losses, yeah. Okay, this one might actually end up being a tie, so let's see. Yep, better mid-range acceleration. Yep, been playing this game too long to know. Yeah, that's a loss, unfortunately. This could be a win. And it is, because mid-range, yep, better handling and better mid-range. Nice. Love that Mustang. This will be a tie, since it's the exact same car with the exact same upgrades. And this should be a win. Nice. Okay, so there we go. 4 wins, 1 loss. Actually, no, 3 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. Yeah, so that's an example, and then after you do the race, you can get cards, which you then use to upgrade. So, say I want to upgrade an uncommon, I have to put 3 commons into 1 fuse. I want to upgrade a rare, put 3 uncommons, and so forth. So it just keeps going on and on. But again, that's out of the scope of this video. I'll probably do more of a game tips and tricks and just how to play the game video. Definitely want to do tips and tricks from a veteran video, because I definitely have a lot that I can share which helps you guys out. But this is more just like a review and a showcase and just talking about why the game is great, in my opinion. Again, you know, I personally like it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I get that, but to say that you can't drive the cars, the argument just does not work. Top Drives works best this way. I think it's a collecting game, right? It's a collecting game, and it's super fun that way. And I love it so much, and I think it's really underrated. So let's do a garage review now, and I want to showcase some of my more important cars, some of the things. And I just want you guys to remember, another major complaint people have with this game, which I actually do understand, is pay to win. Now, like any other game, like any other phone game, this game is pay to win. You know, you've got the whales that'll drop crazy amounts of money in events to get the best cars, etc., etc. I get it, and it is a problem, but let this be inspiration for you guys. I am completely free to play. I may have spent maybe $1.50 on 100 gold here and there to do events quicker, but people will tell you like that's nothing. Other than that, I'm completely free to play. And I've been playing for, like I said, about 10 years, and this is the garage I built up. It might not be the best because, again, like I said, there have been times when I haven't been playing as much. Like, I've always logged on every day, but there have been times where I haven't been fully as dedicated, if that makes sense. But generally, this garage is from a free-to-play player's perspective over 10 years or so, and I have quite a decent amount of really, really cool cars. Some of them have changed rarity over time, of course. But yeah, and in terms of trophy cars, by the way, which are cars that you can only win from events, I really don't have that many. I definitely could have more. But this is my current prize car collection, quite a number of legendaries, epics, ultras. Just got my second Forza Old Nail, which is pretty cool, and a couple others. Not too much. I definitely want to get more, especially the police cars, because there's actually police cars in Top Drives, by the way, guys. For my police RP fans out there. And they're always adding more, so you never know. There's a few of them there. There's also the Durango Pursuit. Yep, Durango Pursuit. There's tons of different cars. I'm not going to go through all the cars because, my god, that would take me forever, but just going over my cars, garage review, the best cars, some ones pointed out, and again with trophy cars and just all cars in general, there's tons more to come over time, all unstated as I journey through the game. Not really going to worry too much about these uncommons because they're all just pretty stock standard. I have over 1,600 cars in my garage, so I don't want to waste time going through every single one of them. But there's some really, really good ones here that have like won me quite a lot of different events and things. I think my main tip that I want to give out, this is a great car here, same with this one. My main tip I want to give out to anyone starting fresh, as well as the racing tip, to win 3, lose 2. There's so many different tips and tricks, which is why I want to make a separate video. But another tip is build up a variety garage. Do not go for just cars that you're interested in. Like, yeah, of course, I'd love to build up, you know, a full American or Australian collection. You know, those are the cars I'm sort of interested in. But you have to build up a full variety collection, meaning everything, every nation, every brand, every body style, every, you know, standard tire type, drivetrain. That's how you win events. You build up the most variety you can. Obviously, garage slots is a big setback, but you know, it just evolves over time naturally, which is really, really good. And that's the way I like it. So there's quite a lot of good cars here, and I do want to stop and talk about them, but there's just so many. Some of these I've had for quite a long time. I wish I could sort by like how long I've had them, but I don't think I can. But there's a couple in my head that I know I've had for a long time, so we'll go off that. But a lot of these are 2,000 days plus, if they're OG. Yeah, so this is again free to play perspective garage, all subject to change and evolve over time. EPU, but you know, I'm just eternally enjoying and journeying this game on my phone, and sometimes on PC, but not worrying too much about updating or screenshots or anything like that. But that's why I wanted to make this video, because there's been over 10 years of unstated progress, and probably will be another 10 if this game keeps going on. But I'll let you guys know in 10 years. But otherwise, the rest is just, yeah, it's going to be unstated, journeying forever. But yeah, there's so many things I love about this game. And I hope that I've sort of presented that to you guys, and you can go on and yeah. Seen so many changes in this game, though. It's been, you know, like I said, I'm a veteran. I've been playing for so long, and there's just been so many updates and things, and oh god. The other thing as well is this video will be in the commemoration playlist because, like I said, things subject to change over time. I've seen so many changes, and this is it's incredible, by the way. And so I definitely want to document, you know, at least my garage, you know, at its current state, even though it is going to change a ton over time. Just want to showcase, you know, some of these vehicles because, yeah, it's all subject to change. The rarities will change, and who knows, the game might get shut down because it is online only. So in that case, this video is a part of the commemoration playlist. So that's another thing to note. So here we're looking at the yellows, the super rares, which I have the most of. I think I have like 600 or something. But you need to build up your super rare collection. Most importantly, I think super rares are the most versatile. They're the middle point between all rarities, and they will win you a lot of events, I'll say that much. Yeah. I'll also do a bit of a pack opening when I can after this. But yeah, also let me know, guys, if you want to see more. I've always been such a fan of Top Drive's YouTube, like Blossom and Android Fanatic, etc., because it's just so chill and such a fun and simple but in-depth game. So I definitely love to make more videos of this over time. If you guys enjoy it, even if not, I'm sure I'll probably still be making more anyway. But like I said, all unstated. You know, I'm not going to be making tons of videos, just when I can, when I want to. So, but I'm glad I'm going to get this out, this sort of introductory gameplay video, like all series and things. Yeah, but of course, you know, like always, especially with all other non-Steam games, just journeying all aspects unstated since it's on phone, but eternally, every day until the very end, with tons of accomplishments and trophy cars and just an insane collection, as you're seeing. So yeah, just stay tuned over time, EPU, and yeah, tons of updates and changes and epic cars, etc. to come over time, but all unstated. But definitely hoping to make more content soon, so stay tuned for that. Just gonna... So 49 RQ is where a lot of the good cars sit. Again, I definitely want to... I'm gonna definitely do a separate video on, like, really useful cars. But honestly, now that I'm looking through, I realize like all of them are useful. Some of them, I think Blossom pointed out this, like if you're a pay to win player, a lot of it's just going to be fuse material, which means basically useless. But for a free to play player, and that's the kind of demographic I'm making this video for, you definitely want to collect everything. Everything is going to be useful at one point or another. Of course, it's a few things in particular, a few vehicles in particular that are very good, but generally speaking, you want to carry all of them. Civic Type R is pretty good. So Clio Cup car, of course, incredible stats for its RQ. The other thing, of course, RQ, I didn't really talk about that. In events, you only have a limited number of RQ, which means, you know, what you can use in terms of the 5 cars that you can use. So that's why you have these different cars at different rarities. So, you know, sometimes you might have the RQ to be able to use a 64 ultra rare, for example, a good one. But other times you'll have to use a lower RQ, so that's why you just have to build up the biggest variety you can. This 718 Boxster is one that I want to talk about because I've owned this car for so long and it's carried me through so many events. I mean, yeah, 2,650 days, 78% win ratio, quite a lot of races. Stats are insane for its RQ, 59 RQ, and the card looks awesome. I remember this was like one of the first cool cards I got, and I really enjoyed it, and I just kept using it. And it's carried me a lot, so thank you to that. Porsche Boxster, of course, the Abarth. Yeah, this thing's crazy. I've got two. I've got one in a 233 configuration and one in a 323, I think. Yeah, very useful, very good car. What else? We've got quite a few other cars here. This just changed rarity in the recent updates, as that's one example of many others that are like that. All these Porsches have been very useful, all the German cars. This has been really useful in the recent event, the recent collection series. This thing I've owned forever, I feel like. 2699, that's probably one of the earliest cars in my garage. Haven't used it as much recently. It used to be epic, but yeah, love that thing. These TVRs have been really insane. This Enyaq coupe is the best Enyaq coupe at 64RQ. Again, gonna do a separate video on this because there's so many things I want to talk about again. But I just want this to sort of be the introductory video, and I want people to get an idea of the kinds of cars and the type of collection that you want to start building up as a new player. So going to the epics here, this thing's been insane. Epics obviously much harder to max out because you need a lot of ultra rares, which takes time to collect. But I have quite a few that are maxed out. Keep in mind, all of them used to be like 79 RQ, which was the max for epic. But now they are they've been downgraded, but they're still maxed out, which is very, very handy. So I've got at least a couple maxed out things at every general RQ. But now we get to the more sort of insane cars here. The TTRS Coupe, the SQ5, Arteon, all been amazing. The CSR and S11, 211S Supercharged, very useful. My RS7 and S8 Plus, which used to be, I had them maxed out at Epic, then they were legendary, now they're Epic again, which is so annoying. Same with this thing as well, I had them all maxed out, and they were crazy machines. Their 0 to 60 was just, yeah, it was wild. This thing used to be 79 RQ, it's been really useful for me in events, really good stats. Same with this one as well, which used to be legendary as well, I owned it when it was legendary. Yellowbird obviously is insane. I just got this thing the other day, which is crazy. 3 days. It's crazy, you know, some things you get like 2,500 days ago, some you get very recently. KTM Crossbow RR is the best KTM you can get. Really, really good. Won me so many races. The Ioniq is insane. Probably one of the best four-wheel drive standard in Epic, in my opinion. Yeah, really good win ratio there. The legendaries are the creme de la creme of top drives. This is what you're striving to get. They're the best of the best. Obviously, in all disciplines, you've got some four-wheel drives, you've got some supercars. It's mostly supercars, though. The lower RQ ones suck because, you know, they're impossible to upgrade since you need a bunch of epics to upgrade them, and they're not even that much better than a 79 RQ, so yeah. But some of these have been insane. The CCR has been crazy for me just for top speed type things. Really, really good win ratio there. Porsche 917, really good. Really love this thing. What else? Obviously the 12C, which by the way, you get this if you beat the campaign. This will probably be most free-to-play players' first legendary cars, and it's really, really cool. Really sexy looking car, if I'm being honest. The GT90 was my first legendary after the 12C, and it is 2333 days, really good win ratio, insane MRA, really good top speed. I love this concept car. And again, tags as well is very important. So for example, this has the concept tag because it's a concept car, which it never actually says anywhere here, but it is a concept. This the motorsport tag, it's an ultra expensive tag, driver's choice. Yeah, there's so many different tags, which can help out a lot in races. And the Elva, which recently just became my highest RQ car due to the fact it's got insane drag capabilities, has won me a lot of things. Really, really useful, especially in the recent yellow event. Obviously, I do say you want to get a variety, but also have fun with it. Build whatever kind of garage you want. Like, for example, me, I focus on the collections I'm personally trying to collect is yellow cars, because yellow is my favorite color, of course, which I have a pretty decent collection. I'm trying to collect all the yellow cars in the game, which I'm fairly close to doing. Trophy ones not included because they're kind of impossible to grind for or to get. So yellow, and then also I believe it's probably in attributes. No, it's probably in tags. Yeah, here we go. Sleeper. I love the sleeper collection. In fact, we'll go all. There's only 30 sleepers. A lot of them are trophies, but except for that one. Actually, all the ones that have the little love heart means they're on my wish list. Are ones that I'm currently trying to get that aren't trophy cars, but other than that, I have pretty much all the sleepers. It's a very small collection, and I like doing that. You know, I like going for the small collection. But yeah, I love sleepers IRL. My car is a sleeper. and I love it, and so I'm glad it has that tag. So that's basically my garage, and I just wanted to, briefly showcase what a Top Drive garage looks like, especially as a free-to-play player. I hope those of you that do play Top Drives can appreciate, the time it took to build this up. I really, really do love it, and yeah, so that's that. Now let's buy a pack, just because I want to showcase what that's like. I'm just going to go for a plastic, screw it. I'm not spending a ton of money. You can check my streams if you want more, but basically, this is how the packs work. You get 5 cars. Actually, that's from the recent update. That's actually really good. I will take that. Anything from the most recent update is very useful. I just got the same car twice. The chances of that. And they do have posted rarities as well. The ceramic is pretty much the main pack, because it gives you a chance at getting a legendary, so it's a very small chance. Then you got carbon fiber, and then titanium, and tons of others. But yeah, that'll be your lifeblood. Opening packs, which you can also get from events. You can see here, if I come first, I get a 2x ceramic. And then completing events, getting cars from there. Then challenges, of course, which is probably the best addition to the game, which is like single player content that's live. So at the moment, you've got the challenge series, the collection series, which means you need to use 5 of the Jimenez collection. And then you've got a really difficult, I haven't been able to beat this one. I beat all the other ones though, and I got the prize cars, which I'm happy with. But yeah, so that's that. There's so much more to the game. You can see, like, it's a simple phone game, and it's the kind of game you can just hop on and play every now and again. Because there are tickets as well, so you can only play a certain amount. You can't just keep playing infinitely. But it's so chill. Like, there's so much to it, but it's also chill, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just love this game so much, to be honest. And I hope I've sort of gotten to show you guys what it's all about. Again, really looking forward to making lots more content on this on this game. It's not going to be just this video. 36-0, by the way, guys. 36-0. No one's beaten me in this event. But yeah, so that's essentially it. So you've got the multiplayer events, which is going head-to-head against players. They refresh daily. There's always new events coming every single day. It's so much fun. You've got challenges, which are the single-player ones. Then you've got the campaign, which obviously I still have to do this one, the championship series, but the main campaign is this one. The rest are just kind of like DLCs. And I've gotten everything from these ones. Really, really fun, though, to, like, as you're starting out, it's a great way to build up your garage, of course. You can even get an epic early on, because before, like, it actually made sense, like, but since they've changed the rarities of all the cars, it just looks so weird now. Definitely keep this thing as well, 100%. But yeah, so that's a general look at Top Drives and some of the different game modes and different things. Let me know if you guys want to see more. Regardless, though, I definitely do want to make a specific garage sort of review on cars that have been really useful to me, cars that I think you should keep, as well as different tips and tricks from the point of view of a veteran. But I mean, I would have said this car's really good to keep, but now they've just nerfed it, which sucks. But overall, I'm glad I could show off at least some of them in this video, so you guys can see some of the really useful cars. Pretty much any of the ones I have maxed out that you've seen are really good and really useful. But like I said, I'm making my content for a free-to-play player's perspective, and everything's going to be useful. This thing, oh my god, this thing's so useful. Definitely keep that. Same with the mirror. Any mirror, oh my god. So yeah, from a free-to-play player's perspective, if you're just starting out, or if you're free-to-play, keep as much as you can. Keep 3 open slots in your garage for fusing purposes, but other than that, keep everything, because it will all come useful one day or another. Every car will have its day where it's useful. Some more than others, of course. Some share like a lot of different tags, which make them really versatile. But even the most niche ones that you think we'll never use in any event will be really, really useful one day. So that's generally my tip. And yeah, just try and keep everything. But yeah, who knows? One day I might make a video where I show off specific vehicles, but I'm glad I could show off a few, at least here. And yeah, do pack openings and stuff. But like I said, for more content, check the previous streams where I talk more about it, maybe show off more of my cars, but definitely open more packs. And check my screenshots for more, of course. And same goes over time. I might do more pack openings on stream, might do more screenshots. We'll just have to see. But the main focus is I just wanted to sort of show you guys what the game is like, and sort of for people that have never played the game before, you know, give them an introduction and why I think this game is incredibly underrated, give my thoughts, my review, my personal experience with the game. So I hope you guys understand that, and now you have a bit of a better understanding of the game. Any questions or comments, let me know down below. I'm happy to answer them about this game. Any tips you might want to know, any specific cars that you might want to know, is this worth keeping or fusing? I'm happy to let you know on that as well. This thing is insane, by the way. Oh my god. But yeah, so without any further ado, I think I might leave it there, guys. So showing off some quite a few different cars to keep, but like I said, just keep them all. Showing off all the different game modes, giving you guys my thoughts, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, like I said, all tons more to come over time. I don't really know when I'm going to be uploading this video. I've got a lot of videos recorded waiting to be uploaded. Might be after all of them, because this isn't really high urgency or whatnot, but either way it's going to be uploaded. So no matter where it's uploaded, there's still a lot more epic content to come, especially with Top Drive's content. Just note that it's eternal journeying, all unstated over time. Check my screenshots generally. I might upload a couple, but other than that, all of the different events, getting trophy cars, upgrading everything, maxing things out, pack openings, it's all unstated over time eternally. But I'm definitely looking forward to making more content on this to come. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, any questions or concerns or any tips and tricks. But otherwise, look forward to the next Top Drives videos to come, and I'll just be, you know, eternally enjoying it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and Top Drives TF Fox is out.